Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is GeneralTarheel bringing you the APA Season 6 Week 7 battle versus KyleAye and the Miami Donphans. Of course, bringing you a team builder right before the battle, so we can get right into it. A lot of the battles were recently on Showdown. This one is on Wi-Fi though this time around. Kyle wanted to do it, and luckily everything seems sorted. I didn't need to bring Reboot, so luckily I can go online without worry about genning for trading and stuff like that with land trade. So we'll be running this squad this week that I'll quickly go over. But Kyle's team, he's got a fat team. Like that's all I'm gonna say. It can be argued it's bulky offense, but I just think it's fat. Plus Noivern. That's all I really think his team is. It's Noivern, Jirachi, Savali, Rotom Wash, Quillfish, Hitmontop, Eldegoss, Incineroar, Clefairy, Melmetal, Gmax, and Runerius. Really good with hazards. He always liked just randomly throwing out hazards in WB. Also, shout out to Kyle for being the recent WB champion. I was so happy to see him and Steve in the La Grand Finals. That was very hype. But either way, so we're here. Yeah, so he's got offense in Noivern, Jirachi, Savali. You can argue Rotom Wash, and then Incineroar and Melmetal. Melmetal is actually a little bit worse since it's Gmax and not a normal Melmetal, which I'm happy about. But it's still going to be a threat nonetheless, and with the massive HP bulk that it gets, it's still definitely going to be a threat. But I'm bringing more of an offensive team versus this. Typically, that's not the route you want to go against bulk, but at the same time, I don't care as much. I don't really want to play a long game versus fat. And I'm still kind of surprised Kyle would draft a team like this. I mean, it's been working for him, and I guess he does him. But definitely expect a little bit more offense typically. But he's got his new routes, and the man's a champion now, so I can't complain. Alright, so first up we got OG Spook, we got Gigantamax Gengar with the shiny holding the Beast Ball, of course. We got Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, and Focus Blast. This basically just covers everything on his team. I am running Plot, in case I don't even need a Gmax near the end, which is very possible just with Gengar itself. The main reason behind that is because if he has Incineroar and Melmetal is still healthy, probably going to wait until Melmetal is used as Gmax if I'm going to do this. But if I can't get a Nasty Plot, I'm just going to hope I can land Focus Blast versus Incineroar and Melmetal. It's my most damage output. It's going to help me the most. Both Max Ooze and Max Knuckle or whatever. One, I don't recall if Max Knuckle is still special if it's Focus Blast. Either way, doesn't really matter. They're weaker because they're only based like 90-95 because I'm getting a boost in a way for the attack and special attack, so it's not that helpful. So I'd really much rather just stay in normal form and try to click Focus Blast if I need to. It's really just going to depend on the calc at that point. But of course, gotta watch out for like Scarf Jirachi as this set. AV Incineroar will probably be likelier, just a Spadef variant. And then I also have to be aware of Noivern, of course, just generally outspeeding and doing a lot of damage versus me. Rotom Wash could also be Scarf with like Dark Pulse or something like that, or just Fat with Dark Pulse in order to help out versus Gengar. And then next up we have Dr. Love, we got Obstagoon here, we got another standard set that I've brought quite a few times. This Flame Orb Guts, knockoff Facade Close Combat Obstruct. Obstruct, of course, to ensure that we can get our Flame Orb if we decide to leave this turn 1, or just when we bring this out raw. And also just helps me try to lower the defense on the opposing Pokemon if I know they're going to go for physical attack. Helps me scout what they might want to go for versus Obstagoon if typically it's not anything that has a check, because Kyle is a man of heat. It's important to see what he might be doing versus us, and Obstruct's definitely going to help out with that. This thing absolutely decimates through his team. Very similar to Gengar, there's only a few things that outspeed it, but in general I have to be aware of everything. Hitmontop is likely to come purely because of Obstagoon plus Terrakion. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a bulky Intimidate set come for that. And Facade's still doing a whole bunch to it. And he needs to bring Mach Punch. Otherwise, if I just Obstruct and then he just like lowers his defense, he's just going to get blown back still by Facade. It doesn't matter if he gets off an Intimidate, honestly. So I have to keep that in mind. Next up, we have Steelix here, Slither Iron. With the Rocky Helmet, we have Stealth Rock, Toxic, Ice Fang, and Earthquake with the Sheer Force ability. We have just enough defense, I think, mainly to help versus Gmax Melmetal. I don't think it was for anything else on his team. Maybe it was a little bit more versus Jirachi. I probably should calc more versus the Savali now that I'm thinking about it. Personally, I don't see the hype behind Savali. I'm not a fan of it, so I don't really give it too much credit as I should. But Ice Fang is really there with Sheer Force just to help us catch Noivern off guard if able, because with this Spadef investment we have, We can live a Hurricane into a Flamethrower if he is just heavy-duty boots, which in general I would expect in this matchup because of my reliable rockers. And it's such a good item on Noivern to begin with. So Steelix really just here to click a few moves, so maybe get up rocks. Rocky Helmet Chip is also really nice, not only for the potential in Melmetal, even though the G-Maxes, it really doesn't matter. It's helpful versus Jirachi with U-Turn or just Iron Head if it is in the annoying Scarf set, and I can also catch Noivern on the U-Turn, which is pretty big. Just get a little bit more chip. Next up, we have Celebi here. Picks the shiny Celebi. Just max speed, max special attack, similar to Obstagoon. We're just running max. Just not really too much to think about it. I like to win the speed tie versus Jirachi if I need to. So I'm running Nasty Plot, Psychic, Kick Drain, Earth Power. Just plot 3 attacks, just like Gengar. This might be a little bit more reliable since I don't have to rely on Focus Blast like for Gengar. Basically, the coverage just checks the entire team. But once again, I mainly want to try and check that Noivern. A lot of these things I might just have to like let stay in versus Noivern and take a hit purely so I can have other things win that don't want to get revenged by Noivern. So Noivern's the most annoying thing on the team so far, most annoying thing on Kyle's team versus mine at the moment. So I have to keep that in mind in the battle. Other than that, it just Celebi does so well versus his team. It really does. And this would also help me either have Gengar weaken up the Incineroar if it's AV, or have Celebi weaken up the Incineroar. That way the other one can win in the late game. It really equals that really well. Next up, basic Mantine, kind of. We have a release Def Mantine. This is really just to help versus Noivern and Cheese Rotom Wash. Now we have Miracle on here with this much Def. If he's offensive, timid Rotom Wash, Discharge will never KO us unless I take Rock Chip or some form of chip. It's just max 95 if he's not a boosting item. Which is possible. It's totally possible that he's a boosting item, but we'll see. And then Volt Switch is only doing 75 max. So I should live after rocks majority of the time unless he gets the max roll or he's a boosting item or modest, which is possible. But either way, I felt like it was best to run Citrus so I can Mirror Coat on the Volt Switch to get the max amount of damage on Mirror Coat because it's taking the most HP from me. And just blow something back. Because he can freely go Melmetal versus Mantine or something else of the sort. And I just want the most possible output of Mirror Coat to happen. Originally, I was Pecan to take the Electric type moves better and then push out the HP damage. But if, like, he's just got such good HP on everything because his team's fat, like I mentioned. So having the most output with Mirror Coat is going to be the most ideal. So Citrus Berry at least gives me enough health to where I can at least come in versus Noivern later on and Roost versus it and be totally fine. But, Stealth Rocks could be a little bit annoying in this matchup since I'm not bringing heavy duty boots. I really have to keep that in mind. That's the one thing I debated when making this set was Citrus Berry, Wakan, and heavy duty boots. That was the toughest thing with Mantine. But I feel like Citrus Berry is going to be the move. If Hazards prove to be a problem, then I might be wrong. But we'll have to see about that. Next up, we have Manectric bringing it for the first time. We have Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Volt Switch, and Switcheroo with the Lightning Rod ability and the Choice Scarf. This helps out a lot versus their team. I see I wasted 4 IVs, but I guess not going to make a difference. Max special attack, really just trying to do the best. Switcheroo on Runerigus would be huge. That way, if I just switch it onto the Rune and then I can just go hard Mantine. Literally any move they click, I can defog after or click whatever. And then ideally, they would go. Kyle would go hard or Rotom, and then boom. I have my Mirror Coat. I can do whatever. That would be amazing. So that's the ideal play right there. If he brings Runerigus, go ahead and just switch a route turn 1. I could care less, and then work at it from there. If he goes into something else that's going to be a little bit annoying, I don't really expect him to know about Switcheroo potentially, because not many people draft Manectric. Most time you see Manectric, it was Mega Manectric in the past. So we'll have to see how this goes. But overall, I think the team's going to be good. Decided to bring Manectric since I never brought it. And I think that's the only Pokemon I haven't brought this season. I'm fairly positive at least. So, but yep, that's going to be it for the team builder. I'm going to cut right into the battle, so I'll see you all in a second. Alright everyone, we're in the battle with KyleAye. I'm so happy this worked on the first try compared to previous times I've done this. Alright, so the man brought Clefairy, Incineroar, G-Max Melmetal, Jirachi, Rotom Wash, and Runerigus. So Runerigus is definitely going to be his hazard stacker more likely. Considering he didn't bring Noivern, I'm highly expecting that to be Scarf Jirachi. Some sort of bulky Incin. I don't know if it'll be straight up AV. It might just be Boots for pivot. And pretty offensive, I would guess, versus my team because it's pretty good offensively. Melmetal can honestly be like anything. I'm not quite sure. Rotom, I'm still going to have to check. Clefairy, I guess just fat. I don't know. It's actually kind of interesting that he opted to bring that. So immediately my thought process is just to open Manectric and then hopefully get a trick on something, because even if he doesn't lead Ruin, I get a nice Volt Switch into something. So, or I just trick it. I don't know. I probably just click what's it first? Volt Switch, and then the second time I'll make the Switcheroo play if I need to. Even though it would be really nice to limit the Runerigus early on, I don't really know if I can afford to make that bold of a play, because turn 1 plays are always different from later games, you know? Alright, so good luck to Kyle. I've already said it to him, but this is going to be a good match nonetheless. KyleAye coming out here. Ooh, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can handle this WBE champ, this king. Trap Soul, he does just lead Rune. I don't care if I lose my Manectric, I'm going to switch a Rune on this thing turn 1. Actually, I doubt an Earthquake even KOs me. This thing is dumb weak. I wouldn't be too surprised if I see a Trick Room, actually. Destroy Scarf, got Culver Berry, and you just get up rocks. Alright, so that's going to be a little bit annoying for my Mantine here on switch in, but it's okay. I'm still going to go hard Mantine here. He's locked in the rocks, though. Or is he yet? No. Even if he makes the prediction, it's not even really that much of a prediction if he goes Rotom. No. I'm just going to go into Mantine here. It's probably a really easy play for him to go Rotom, but once again, I should still live the hit, unless he's really offensive. He does make the play, probably in a Rotom. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going for it. Let's hope I live. There's the Volt Switch. I should live this unless he specs. That did a lot of damage, but he's not boosting item. So thank goodness I lived and he didn't get absolute max roll. I would have been upset. Alright, so whatever comes in here should just die. Jirachi dead. That is huge. Please. Oh, get blown back, Rachi. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, the tech coming in. Alright, Mantine, you can die now. Like, Rocks ain't gonna be that big of a deal for me. I don't have pivot. I'm really just breaking from here on out. So if you go into something slower, I get to click default for free. If you go back into Rotom, I'm just letting you go down. Insane. Alright, if you try to speed creep me, I put a little speed in this so it can deal with it. I think I just go for the defog. I don't think the Scald's worth it. The chip is really nice, though. I don't know if roosting is the play. Actually, what does he do if I just roost? You're probably offensive if you went into this. You're going to outspeed me. I kind of just want to get chip. Like, I really don't care about rocks. I'll just Scald. I'll just go for chip. There's a chance he just outspeeds me here. Yeah, okay. We live? No, we don't. Okay. There was a chance since we ate our berry, but that is totally fine. Because we are sitting nice right here. Goon is not a bad play. Because he doesn't have Hitmon on top, which is huge. I'm just going to go Goon and I'm just going to obstruct. Stealth Archetype's a little bit annoying for Obstagoon, but it's literally like the only Pokemon, so no sweat. I didn't really want to go hard in anything on a knockoff anyways. Like, I do have it on Celebi, but... or Culver on Celebi. Oh, that would have been... no, it's not super effective on Manectric, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so I'm just obstructing. I don't care what he does. He doesn't have Noivern. He doesn't have Jirachi now. This is huge. Worst case, I guess he goes into Rotom and he's Scarfed. That could be pretty annoying, I guess, just because Obstagoon takes so much unnecessary damage. Drop Soul. Okay. Excuse me. It's going to fail here. I'm kind of tempted to click it again. Okay, does Obstruct only work if it's physical contact? Direct contact, okay. So I'm not going to kill it with Knockoff, and I am going to lose my Guts. But he lost his Colbur, so this is already going to do a heck ton of damage. So I'm just clicking it. I really don't care. I mean, Obstagoon is really good outside of this, so it's a little bit of a shame if I take too much damage here. Because I knew I wasn't going to kill. But even though we lose Guts, we still should be able to kill this after, unless it goes for something annoying. Body press. Oh yeah, no, that's right. I should have known about that. Silly me. I even realized that in prep, but it's okay. We got damage off, and okay, so I can't go Gengar yet. We don't know if that's Scarf on Incineroar yet, which is important. Manectric kinda clicks buttons, I guess. Not really. Celebi just sets up in front of this, actually. And he should just click Flavorless versus my team. I'm gonna go Celebi. If he doesn't have coverage, then this is gonna be a really free nasty plot. I'm going for it either way. I don't think there's any reason for me to do anything otherwise. I didn't want to go Steelix in case he had Taunt on this. Clefairy, does that get unaware? I don't think it does. Right? I'm actually double checking that because I don't recall. Because if it doesn't, I'm just setting up in front of its face. No, it does not. Which is sick. I think I go for another plot, and I just go for game. Like, I say go for game, but as long as, if that Incineroar is Scarfed, then I can't do anything. I'm just gonna go for Nasty Plot again. I don't see how that could be a misplay unless he has, like, Encore. Teleport. Nice. Bring in the tech, the OU Clefable tech. Alright, so it really comes down to Incen. Because even if he... it makes me want to go Steelix so bad in case he's Scarf. But if he goes for Flare Blitz, I'm still going into Steelix after. It's fine. I'm going to go for this because it's either I win with Celebi now or I don't. Alright, so he's Scarf. So we die here to Flare Blitz. That's totally fine. And now I just go into Steelix and click EQ, I think. Or I can make it double. Because he's not allowed to let Incineroar take that damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it double here. Because he knows he'll lose his Incineroar to an Earthquake. So what can he do to switch into this? He can go into Rotom. Which Gengar can get a plot versus, and I... well, no, I don't win because he's Scarf Incen. Is there anything I can do to avoid that? I guess I just double Manectric and I start clicking Discharge because he has to click Hydro Pump in order to beat Manectric. And Discharge is free versus his team since I kill Runerigus with the Flamethrower on switch in. Because there's no way you keep Incineroar in here. Yeah, there's absolutely no way. And there's the Rotom. Okay. So the goal is to at least weaken this thing. Unfortunately, my only way to clean it up is with Gengar, and that just invites Incineroar in each time. So this is going to come down to a lot of like doubles and stuff between us, and I have Thunderbolt over Discharge, which is fine because I can't even paralyze this thing. I can switcheroo it because I don't know its item. I think I'm just going to T-Bolt first. He just switcheroos. Go right back into Ruin, I guess. It was in a Clef. I guess it's bulky. I'm going to switcheroo so you don't have the Violate. Okay. There's the Wish. Alright, so no drawback play here is going into Gengar, I believe. There's a chance he goes out into Incineroar. No, you can't risk me switcherooing and losing your Scarf. I feel like that's a misplay if he does that. He either goes out into Ruin because that deals with Manectric easily, or he stays in and gets this Wish. Oh, yeah. God. It's a good thing I don't play OU ladder. I would... Oh, I don't like that at all. That defeats me being smart. I don't like that. Oh, this sucks. I'm just going to lose to Insane. I'm just going to go Manectric. I can't let Incineroar, or sorry, Steelix lose its Rocky Helmet. At least just yet. Yeah, I just lose the Scarf Incineroar now. That's unfortunate. Because, like, I have to Dynamax to take the hit. Oh, he went reverse. What do? Huh. Nasty Plotting doesn't matter. Or does it? It depends on what his move is. He probably has EQ, so I don't think that's the play. I think normal Shadow Ball is fine here. Because we should KO this thing. He withdrew. If he goes to Incineroar, this is actually great. No, he goes in the Clef, okay. This Max Ooze might give me this special attack boost to beat his Incineroar since he's offensive. Nah, he's gonna be able to Parting Shot out if he has it. So he's in a good spot if he has Parting Shot. If he doesn't, it's a misplay. That was a misplay going Clef. Because this is a free Max Ooze. And I get the special attack raise to where I might be able to KO his Incineroar now. I need to check the potential damage on Scarf. So we got Gengar, +1. Dynamax versus Scarf Incin. Max Knuckle KOs. Or like, it's a chance. Oh, no, that's Assault Vest. No, this man's dead. Knockoff ain't gonna kill me. He's forced to go for a Parting Shot here. So knowing that, I think I go for Max Ooze to get the max special attack boost again. Because unless he's really bulky, this should still KO him. No, he just goes for knockoff. I really hope this kills. Oh, that killed me. Okay, I really thought you would have lived that. Ooh, he got Curse Bodied. Not that that matters, because I just lose now. I'm pretty sure, at least. Dang, I really thought I would take a hit at Dynamax. Gengar, you trash. I thought, like, holding a Pokeball reduced the knockoff. That's dumb. I wish our things just didn't have to hold anything. That's such a waste. Oh, he only killed me because of Stealth Rocks. If he's Scarf Adamant. No, he can't be Scarf Adamant. He has to be Jolly. Oh, he got a roll. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to live. Yeah, I don't really know what the play is. I guess I try to Toxic on switching. He has 4 Pokemon. What has been happening? Oh, he still has a Melmetal. Oh, this game sucked. I hate facing fat teams. And Scarfinson was just better than I thought it'd be. I really needed to get up rocks early game to limit that thing. I knew to go Steelix. This is a whole bunch of hindsight stuff. I just want to get this battle over with at this point. So, he obviously can't stay in. He doesn't have a move he can click. I can go for Stealth. It's not going to make a difference. He's just going to go to Rotom. So, I'll click Toxic. And if he just misses every Hydro Pump, then we have a chance. Well, I have to go Manedric in case he Willows. Yeah, so really to get around this, I just needed to have better checks to Scarf Incineroar. Letting Mantine take all that damage was good in hindsight, because Jirachi could have been anything. I totally stand by that play, but it did make me more open to offensive Incineroar. Which I already kind of was, because I'm only Spadef Mantine, so not like it really mattered, and this might kill us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no surprise. I mean, I ain't salty about this match at all. I'm carrying... I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the APA don't matter to me too much at the moment. I'm really only caring about the TBL. I really do just love the TBL because it's a fun factor. And the APA, unfortunately, with everything going on, it made it just kind of sucked. Because, yes, even though we're online and it gives us time to do whatever we want, like, people are focusing on so many other things right now. It's like, why would anyone... Like, Pokemon is on people's last mind when they're worrying about paychecks. Some of these people do Pokemon for a living, so they're worried about their ad revenue, etc., etc. So, yep. I don't want to forfeit because I feel like that's lame. I'd rather him just hit a Hydro Pump because that's less lame. I'll just Ice Fang him for memes. Because Kyle never misses. Thank you. GG's to Kyle. I knew that was going to be a tough match. I was just happy to really see the Mirror Coat work and nothing else. I knew once I said, I think I just win, that it was definitely going to be Scarf Incineroar. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. Like I said, I ain't sweating it. Honestly, if I do or don't make playoffs for the AP at this moment, it's whatever to me. It's unfortunate that it went down like this season, but it happens. You know, it happens. It's not really that big of a season in my book, so I just hope Draft League comes back in a better way. I'm not saying anything like that, but huge credit to Kyle. And once again, I'm so happy that he won the WB Championship. Kyle's my homie. But that's gonna be it from this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed back to an actual live battle instead of Showdown. It was pretty nice doing it, but Showdown's always easier for most of us. So, but alright, that's going to be it. Make sure to check out the TBL battle on John's channel if you haven't yet, and look forward to this Friday to see the Week 2 of TBL on my channel. If you don't know what I'm even talking about for the TBL, then make sure you go check out Pokemon 7 Plays. That's Pokemon 7's second channel. And if not, just stick around for Friday, and then you get to see it, and then you can watch back the previous week as well. So, that'll be it, guys.